Welcome to Trending Niches, episode number 30. This week I've got Milo with me. He helped me find tons and tons of trends and niches for merch by Amazon and Redbubble. And in case you missed it, I did launch a giveaway last weekend. For 10,000 subscribers, you can win prizes for a combined value of up to $7,000. If you want to know more about this, there will be a link in the description, or it should be linked in the cards right now. So if you've seen one of these episodes before, you might know that I often like to point out niches that you shouldn't sell first or beforehand, because that's actually even more important than what's trending. And because if you enter a lot of niches that you can't sell in, then you lose your account and you can't enter any trends whatsoever. So this is something I noticed during my research, and there's quite a few designs that are sort of related to specific Irish pubs. And I'm guessing they're sort of ripping off a popular pub in their town or in their city, and that might well work to get some easy sales. But if we look at one of these, I think it was this shirt right here, the second best seller, and open it on Amazon, then we get the sorry we couldn't find this page Dogs of Amazon one, and that typically means that Amazon has removed the design because it was infringing on their policies, and that seems to be the case with these sort of designs for St. Patrick's Day. So don't try and copy any pubs. These are all very recently posted, like early March, end of February, which makes them look like a very good trend to jump on, but this could definitely be a massive threat to your account health and you might get terminated. So the top trend on merch by Amazon right now is definitely St. Patrick's Day, but I did also try to find you some other trends that are sort of off the mainstream a little bit to target. And me and Milo found multiple sclerosis doing really well, and it's definitely something worth considering, because look at, why does he do that? Look at these reviews right here. 0 reviews for the top seller, the second one, the third one, the fourth one down. All of these have been posted either late 2022 or early 2023, and they're all getting decent sales. So the MS awareness niche is definitely one that is still possible to enter with new designs, and it is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. That is why these are doing so well. So during March, tons and tons of people will be interested in these sort of shirts. As we can see, there's often quite a bit of cross-niching going on with different animals. Right here, we've got a butterfly, we've got a flamingo, we've got different family members. So that is the typical scheme in awareness topics, is to target different family members or to cross the colour scheme with various other topics that people might enjoy or be interested in. So hope you've got some success with this niche, and let's move on to the next one. Next up, we've got a St. Patrick's Day sub niche for the massive trend that's going on right now. This is Irish I Was, which obviously rhymes with I wish I was. That's what it's intending or alluding to. And there is actually, quite surprisingly, some top sellers right here for the gaming niche that have also been recently posted. So end of 2022, and this one in February with 0 reviews and doing really, really well. Now, does that mean I would do a gaming design for this phrase? Maybe, if you have tons of slots, but if you're in a lower tier and you're trying to get tiered up, then it might be worth looking into other variations of this phrase that might not be as competitive. So here we've got Irish I Was Dancing. That might be something to look into in terms of competition, or just other popular hobbies such as dancing. That could work right here as well. Irish I Was a Guinea Pig. So different animals that people are passionate about, maybe specific dog breeds or cat breeds, might be something worth looking into. And these as well have got 0 reviews, so recently posted designs that are doing well. Irish I Was a Dentist, so job titles seems to be an option as well. And obviously there's some of the really popular ones like nurses, teachers, that might well not have as much competition as the gaming variation of this phrase. So you just have to dig a little deeper, but this one definitely worth considering, especially if you have a lot of slots and know how to create scalable designs. Then this is something that's very easy to enter various different niches with and get some easy sales for St. Patrick's Day. Another awareness topic that I noticed doing really well right now is Down Syndrome Awareness. And when I had a look into this, I noticed that it is Down Syndrome Awareness Day on the 21st of March. So you've got about another week right here of really high interest for t-shirt designs. And there is also, once again, possibility to make sales with new shirts or newly submitted listings. As we can see right here, the proof is in. We've got February 7th for the top seller support squad. The color scheme right here yellow and blue. And one topic that definitely stands out in this niche is the rock your socks phrase. I didn't check that one for trademarks, but it might be something worth looking into, or just generally using sock graphics, which feature in a lot of these designs, seem to be a good style to get sales in this niche. Tons and tons of shirts with low BSRs. I do like this one with the octopus as well. That's really creative, to have an octopus with while wearing socks in the correct color scheme. That's a cool idea and something that might work with other animals as well. We've got some elephants right here, so there is definitely tons of possibilities to enter this niche in a unique way and get some extra sales right now for World Down Syndrome Day. Next up, another St. Patrick's Day sub-niche that me and Milo found for you is Sassy Lassie. There's not too much index on PDCS with really low BSRs. There's this one right here with 50k, which is definitely really good. But when I had a look on Amazon directly, I did notice a lot more t-shirts with the same sort of phrase or a variation of the phrase doing really well. So here we've got I'm His Sassy Lassie. This one has got a 69k BSR, definitely really, really good. Then a couple other ones right here saying Sassy Lassie or Sassy Little Lassie. Again, a variation of the phrase to maybe target. Both of these have a 100k BSR. And here are a few other options as well with a rainbow graphic. And this one with a sort of golden clover right here on the right hand side. By the way, don't use gold in your listing. That's not allowed on Merch by Amazon. I'm just pointing out the way that looks. You shouldn't add that keyword to your title or description or anything. So yeah, definitely a cool phrase to target. As you can see, lots of different styles seem to work for it, and it's a bit more of an under the radar sub niche for St. Patrick's Day. And next up, this trend is a bit more of an obvious one that you've probably already heard of, but Pi Day is on the 14th of March, and this is why there's so many shirts doing extremely well for Pi Day right now. And in case you're wondering how to create this sort of spiral design that is definitely very prevalent along the top sellers, then make sure to check out one of my recent videos where I walk you through how to create that from scratch using Illustrator step by step. But besides the spiral type of design, there is many different ways to target this sort of trend. There's a lot of funny designs that do well, like with the Python right here. You can often use words that start with PI and then replace those letters with a pi symbol, and that way create a funny design for Pi Day. Then we've got these sort of concepts right here where you're using popular items of food and filling them out with the pi symbol. That's definitely really cool. This pizza one looks amazing. We've got a pi symbol disguised as a pirate. That is brilliant. Once again, pirate starting with P. That's an amazing, cool idea that they came up with right there. To take that idea even further, we've got the pie menu. Wow, that's an amazing idea as well. I want to look into that further. All right, so what they've done is, if I zoom in a little bit, they've actually taken different types of pie, like apple pie, chocolate pie, and yeah, dressed the pie symbol up in that sort of theme, and that's a brilliant design. That's definitely going to draw attention because it looks different. It's going to get people to click on it to look at the details and read through it, and then probably increase the conversion rate due to this funny, unique idea. And it shows this was published in January this year, and it is doing extremely well, 169,000 BSR. Now, I'm not saying to copy this design. I'm telling you this as an idea or for inspiration if you're entering other niches. Sometimes this design style can do really well, so if you think outside the box a little bit and use other designs as the inspiration for a more detailed creative one like this, then you can definitely have a massive potential to get sales. And another St. Patrick's Day sub niche that I found for you on Amazon is Scottish. I did notice quite a few Scottish designs pop up, and there was some new ones as well that are mixed with St. Patrick's Day. So there is these ones right here at the top that say mostly Scottish and a wee bit Irish. We've got the clover mixed with their flags. But if we look down a little bit further, we've got the common kiss me I'm Scottish, so that phrase works with tons of different words as well, very scalable. But this design here is the one that stood out to me. It says everyone is a little Irish on St. Patrick's Day except the Scottish, we are still Scottish. And that really made me laugh. And this design as well, posted in January of this year with 0 reviews. So definitely an interesting phrase and a cool way to cross Scottish people with St. Patrick's Day. And it seems to work well. So interesting little sub niche to target if you're out of ideas for St. Patrick's Day and you're trying to get some extra sales for this trend, which is still going on for a couple of weeks. Moving on to the first Redbubble trend, here we've got quite an interesting one, and it's a tiki phobia. Now, if you don't know what this is, I didn't when I first read it. It is an intense fear of failure, which I'm guessing is something that you can sort of quickly self-diagnose yourself with, even if you don't have an intense fear of it. I'm guessing a lot of people are afraid of failure. It's very common, so that's probably why this is trending. And by the way, also look at the related tags at the top right here: disappointment, defeat, sorry I can't, phobia, failure, etc. That's always a good trick to get a better idea of a niche, and also what keywords to maybe use within that niche or trend. So you can flick through these and have a look. And atikiphobia, sorry, is probably quite good as an evergreen niche as well. I can imagine this getting sales all year round and not just right now while it's trending. There's a few ways to approach it. So this sticker right here on the left hand side is sort of motivational for people who have this fear, and trying to get them over their fear of failure. Whereas there's also designs that are literally just the word on its own. Or another one that I saw as well: sorry I can't, I have atikiphobia. That one's obviously a bit more of a humorous approach for someone to wear who has that fear. So there's a few different ways to go about this. Definitely a very interesting niche, and one that I would personally consider, because while it's trending right now, you can pick up a few sales, like I often say, and then hopefully create evergreen designs that make your sales all year round, not just on Redbubble but on other platforms as well. I'm sure there's potential to get sales elsewhere with this phrase or this niche as well. Moving on to the next Redbubble trend, this one is way lower competition. It's I Love Franz Schubert, and he was a German composer or musician, and he died in 1828. So this is a long time ago, so I'm pretty sure there is no problems with that copyright infringement. Don't quote me on that, but I don't see why there would be a problem. And obviously, if people are searching for I Love Franz Schubert designs, then you can also use other phrases or other types of design styles, I guess, to appeal to his fan base, I suppose. I'm guessing people do listen to his music still and really enjoy it. So I thought this is an interesting trend worth pointing out, because it is so low competition and fairly easy to design for. Next up, this funny phrase popped up on my radar, and it says, people say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. And that made me laugh, and I thought it's definitely a funny design to put on a t-shirt for lazy people. Is that one of the related tags? There's none at the top actually. Sometimes there is at the bottom. We've got, lazy is part of it, nothing sarcastic. So do have a look at these keywords right here to consider including them in your listing if you want to enter this trend. But yeah, basically this one has got some more competition, 636, but it's seeing a lot of interest on Redbubble right now, and there's a lot of ways to obviously enter this niche. We do know that sloths are often associated with people being lazy, so that is something that you could include in your designs if you don't want to make it just simply text-based like a lot of people are doing right here. But yeah, be creative. Think of a unique way to design for this niche that stands out in the search results, and I hope you can get some extra sales with this funny Redbubble trend. Next up, I found a really interesting trend right here. This one is croissant shark, and there's literally only 4 results right here that relate to that search term. All of these other ones do not have anything to do with sharks and croissants combined. So this one I thought was interesting, because if you have access to an AI artwork generator, then that might be something you could try out. Midjourney might be able to create a very interesting sticker design of either a shark eating a croissant or a shark looking like a croissant, like this third result right here. So I have no idea why someone would type this in and actually look for it. It's very random for sure, but if you have some artistic talent, or you want to play around a bit with AI artwork and actually have an interesting low competition niche to target, then this is the one for you. So have fun with this, and let's move on to the next one. So next up, we've got a really interesting sub-niche opportunity for dog owners. This one says dogs should be tax deductible, and I think this is probably trending because, if I'm not wrong, in the US you currently have to submit your tax returns, and that obviously means that people who have dogs would be interested in this sort of design. It's a very funny phrase, and it's a good example of how to cross niche two popular topics, in this case dogs and tags, to get sales more easily in a highly competitive niche. Because entering the dog niche, if you go very broad in general, is almost a guarantee that you won't get sales, right? Unless you have a lot of marketing budget or marketing experience. So in this case, crossing these two topics, definitely a good way to get sales right here with dogs. And you could just stay very generic and make it a text-based design, and that's definitely an option. Or you can include dogs in your graphics, and preferably some specific dog breeds, so you can target the owner of a specific dog. And that might be another idea right there. You could swap out, you could create one template with this phrase and then swap out the graphic with loads and loads of different dog breeds, and then obviously include those dog breeds in your title and description and tags to hopefully be found if those specific dog owners search for this type of design. So have fun with this niche. Definitely sounds like a fun one to design for, and it's a very interesting trend that could also get you some more sales next year when tax returns happen again. And lastly, this Redbubble trend is another really low competition one. Only 46 results right here for good at sports, bad at math. Very straightforward sentence, I think very relatable topic for a lot of people. And also one thing I noticed while scrolling through this is that there isn't really a ton of designs which, first of all, have that phrase in it, so the actual results are less than 46, but also none of these designs are very kid themed in my opinion. Like very strange text or font choices right here that are not necessarily aimed at kids in school, which this phrase applies to quite well, I would have thought. I don't think a lot of adults would wear this sort of shirt. I might be wrong there, but maybe try some variations of this phrase with some more kids themed graphics, kids themed fonts, something school related, and that way you could stand out a little bit in these search results. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Trending Niches. If you want to find out one of the methods that I use to find these trends, then make sure to check out this video next, where I walk you through my free research method for Redbubble.